Hello, welcome to Miss KJL Science website. Today, we're going to review photosynthesis. We're going to make it as short, sweet, and simple as possible. I am going to use Prezi to review photosynthesis with you. Let's begin. Photosynthesis is a really long word, but it is easy to memorize and very easy to understand. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and algae use carbon dioxide and water, which by the way are inorganic compounds, and of course the sunlight to make food, glucose. We call this food chemical energy. Photosynthesis can be divided into two parts to make it easier to learn and to understand. Photo means light, synthesis means putting together. Green plants and algae use simple inorganic materials plus the sun energy to make complex material. Green plants have organs, just like how animals have organs. Green plants have organs. Or should I just say plants have organs? They have roots, stems, and leaves. The roots are used to absorb water so that the plants will get the water they need to carry out photosynthesis. The stems transport material back and forth, up and down in the plants, like what we have, like blood vessels, like veins, capillaries, and arteries. Plants have them too, but they're called xylem and phloem. Xylem transport water and minerals upward, while phloem sounds like food, transport food downward from where it's made in the leaf to in the roots where it needs to be stored. And of course, the leaves, the nice green leaves, and they're green for a reason. I like to call them the food factory because they have chloroplasts. I want to make sure you know this. Mushrooms are not plants. Please remember that mushrooms are fungi. They're not plants. They cannot make their own food. They are not autotrophic. They're not autotrophs. Okay? They're heterotrophic, which means you have to go and get your food. Chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are the little green structures that you see in leaves when you look at leaves under the microscope. Organelles. These organelles are responsible for producing glucose. They do contain a pigment, a green pigment called chlorophyll. And believe it or not, chlorophyll traps the light for the plants to use later. Stomata are like little mouths, little openings in the leaf in which carbon dioxide enters. Again, plants need carbon dioxide, and water and oxygen, water and oxygen can exit, can leave into the atmosphere. These structures are controlled by these bean-shaped structures that look like beans. So they're called guard cells. And those guard cells control the opening and closing of the stomata. So the plant, the leaf itself, will not dry out. Here goes my pictures, my diagrams of what a leaf looks like. Or when you're looking at the microscope, you will see the inside. So when you look at the microscope, when you look at this leaf under the microscope, like the Eladia, you will see these little green circles. And these are chloroplasts. Now, if you look to the right, these chloroplasts have been enlarged, and you're seeing only one of them here. And inside of the chloroplast, you see stacks of coins or pancakes. Those are the grana. And then the spaces like here and here and here. That's the stroma. Okay? So stroma refers to the space and grana to the stacks of coin or pancakes. Photosynthesis, since we're learning the chemical part, photosynthesis has an equation. This equation is simple. You have a left side and a right side. Do you see the arrow in the middle? The arrow in the middle is telling you that this is an equation. Anything on the left, like the carbon dioxide and water, are your raw materials or your reactants. Anything on the right, like the glucose, the water, and the oxygen, are the products. So the products over here, the products that are made from carbon dioxide and water are glucose, water, and of course, oxygen, aire. For this to happen, you need sunlight, you need the green pigment inside of the chloroplast that traps the light, and you need enzymes. Remember, no chemical reaction happens without enzymes. So I gave you the word equation, and then you can see that I wrote everything here in the chemical, with the chemical symbols or chemical formulas. Let me give you the overview of what we just talked about. Photosynthesis is indeed a process. Process carried out by green plants and algae to make food for themselves. Inside the chloroplast, which of course are the organelles we talked about that are involved in photosynthesis, you will see grana, which are, like I like to say, stacks of pancakes if I'm hungry, or stacks of coins. And the spaces between the grana we call stoma. So the light reaction happens or occur in the grana, while the dark reaction will occur or will take place in the stroma, the space. Raw materials of photosynthesis are carbon dioxide and water. Again, you will find these on the left side of the equation, the left side. Products or end products you will always find on the right side of the equation. Like at the head of the arrow, you will find glucose and oxygen because these are the substances that are made, that are produced. Now I'm going to have you watch this quick video and then we will close it out.
Pay attention for a moment to that plant in your balcony. Unlike your cat, it does not walk around requesting, or rather demanding, food. Your plant is happy with the water you give it. But is that all a plant needs to survive? Water? Does a plant need food? The answer is yes. So where does a plant get its food from? Well, plants make their own food, and this video will tell you how. My name is Ayush Sinha. Plants need three things to make food. The first, you guessed it, is water. When you water a plant, its roots absorb water from the soil. The water is then passed on to the stem, which in turn passes it on to the leaves of the plant. The second thing plants need to make their food is carbon dioxide. You've probably heard of carbon dioxide. It is a chemical that is in the air. So how do plants absorb carbon dioxide? Well, plants have small openings on their leaves. These are called stomata. these small openings. Once plants have both water and carbon dioxide, they need one more key ingredient, that is light. Now, the leaves of a plant contain tiny things called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts is what give leaves their green color. However, chloroplasts also take carbon dioxide, water, and light and turn them into sugar and oxygen. This sugar is the plant's food. The oxygen, on the other hand, is released back into the atmosphere. If you've understood things so far, then the definition of photosynthesis should be easy. Here it is. Photosynthesis is the process through which plants use water, light, and carbon dioxide to create their food and release oxygen into the air. Now here is a question for you. Plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Do humans and animals do the same? Please comment on this video and let me know what you thought about it. I love getting feedback. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.
Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was helpful.